Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today, as of me filming this, is the second day of my 75 hardstyle challenge, which I'm running for the last 75 days of this year. Today is the 19th of October. For you, it's probably going to be closer to mid-November when this video goes up. I've been filming a lot of things out of order when I've sat down to film, and I am very excited about a lot of things coming out, but I am also a little bit confused about which order things are going to go up in. So if I seem a bit confused, that's probably why. But like I said, today is the second day of the 75 hardstyle challenge for me. It is my first time attempting this challenge, and there's a video up here with more information on the challenge if you want to check it out. Now today I wanted to talk to you about something that concerns me a little bit moving into this challenge, which I didn't touch on in that video. I have actually gone through and counted out how many unworn pieces I have in my wardrobe, and the number is a lot higher than I would like for it to be. The 75 hardstyle challenge in itself is not telling you to wear everything in your wardrobe. That is usually hard to squeeze into 75 days, depending on how large your wardrobe is, of course. But I am doing another experiment as well that I did in 2024, and I've done it for the entirety of 2025 as well, which is to wear everything in my wardrobe at least one time. I have, like I said, been running that since January 1st, and I've been making very good progress, which I'm happy with, because otherwise I'd be very concerned for the end of the year. However, like I touched on in multiple videos recently, I have also acquired a lot of new to me stuff. All of it but one thing is thrifted, so I'm happy with that, but the number of pieces that have entered into my wardrobe this year is high. It is a lot of pieces. And not all of the pieces I have yet to wear this year are new to me. There are older pieces I've had for a couple years that are also unworn. Like, I have worn them previously in my life, in them being in my wardrobe, but not this year. And so now we're here with 75 days, though technically 74 because today is the second day, though technically 73 because I've already gotten dressed today, and I have 37 unworn pieces in my wardrobe. And like I said, that's not part of the 75 hard, but since that is running for the end of the year, like I end that on the 31st of December, and my challenge to wear everything also ends conveniently on the 31st of December, I need to get a move on. And if you divide 75, which is the total length of the style challenge, though I am now 2 days in, if you divide that by 2, it's 37 and a half. And I don't tend to get changed in the middle of the day. Like, I'll come home from work and sometimes change out my pants. That happens. But I don't count that as a new outfit. I don't track that as a new outfit. And the more comfortable pants I swap into are already in my wardrobe, already well worn, already loungewear that is tested and tried and true, you know? So it's not like I'm going to get home and change into a new outfit that sort of ticks off unworn pieces. So what I mean with 75 divided by 2 being 37 and a half and me having 37 unworn pieces is that I have to wear at least one yet to be worn, currently unworn by me piece every other day for the rest of the year, for the entirety of this challenge, for that number to reach 0. And that feels like quite a challenge, I'm not gonna lie, and I've put myself in this situation. I am the one who's decided to do the 75 hardstyle challenge. I am also the one who set the goal to wear everything in my wardrobe at least once this year, and I am also the one who has been acquiring all those pieces. So I only have myself to blame for this, and I do like me a challenge, but I feel like I'm now doing 3 at once. It is the 75 hardstyle challenge, it is the wear everything in my wardrobe, and it's the get it done. Before the end of the year, you have 37 pieces left. And I'm looking at a clothing rack that's standing behind the camera right now, and it has like all my hanging things, so it doesn't have pants and it doesn't have knitwear, but it has like vests and dresses and shirts, i.e. button downs, and other. And it is excitingly, for me, very bright and bold, which is something I've talked about in this video about my gradients. In this video, I showed you what the current state at that point of my unworn pieces was like, and how it was a very good representation color-wise, gradient-wise, of the entirety of my wardrobe. And I have since added some new pieces as well. But I have also worn some of them, so that's good. That's good. But either way, I'm looking at that rack and I'm like, there's a lot of bold, bright pieces, which to me is very exciting, and there are also some neutral pieces. But I see so much pattern on there, and I don't tend to try to pattern clash. I don't do a lot of pattern clashing, like, ever. And that also means it's going to be more difficult, for me at least, to pair those pieces, because if I don't want to pattern clash and I have a lot of patterns, you know? But if I only, big quotation marks, only have to wear something new from that rack every other day, that still means that I can pair a bright, bold, patterned, crazy piece with something else from my wardrobe. I don't have to mix those 37 pieces together and call it a day, and those only being my outfits. I can wear them with other pieces in my wardrobe to not have to pattern clash and to wear something I'm actually happy with wearing. And that's also a thing I want to mention, because like I said, the wear everything in my wardrobe at least once in a year challenge, experiment, not experience, though it is one, I suppose. I did that also in 2024, and towards the end of the year, I had a lot of unworn pieces. And when I say towards the end of the year, I mostly mean like the last month or so. I still had a lot of unworn pieces. And with this, I'm hoping to not get there. I'm hoping to, like, slowly but surely work my way through this so I don't have 31 items remaining unworn when December rolls around. So I have to wear something new every single day. Even so, I did this challenge back in 2024, and I had a lot of unworn pieces towards the end of the year, which meant that I had to put together some combinations that I was not happy with. It wasn't outfits that I felt resonated with me and my style. I didn't feel at home in them. I didn't like them. I wouldn't have put them together if I didn't have to do it for that experiment, and I don't want to end up there again this year. There are also, I'm looking again behind you, a few pieces that are definitely leaning more summer, which we are now out of. Again, it's the 19th of October, fall has well and truly hit in the last couple of days, and I have some pieces that are more summer oriented. I definitely have a lot of things that also work for the fall winter, good, but I do have some pieces that feel more summer. One example are actually the trousers I'm wearing, which I'm not going to be able to show you well, but they look like this. They are slightly cropped, they are this lovely green color, and they are linen pants. And they are my most recently acquired piece. They are also the last piece I will acquire for this year, given that part of the 75 Hard Style Challenge is doing a clothing no-buy. For me at least, I'm applying that rule. I know it's optional, but I'm not going to be adding anything to my wardrobe that isn't like socks. Socks are good. Socks, I need more socks. But even so, these are, like I said, linen pants. They are thin, they are cropped, they are not fall appropriate. However, today is a Sunday. I'm at home. I am filming this video, and then I can sit under a blanket. I could currently sit under a blanket if I wanted to. I don't have to go outside into the cold and, you know, brave the elements wearing these pants. Now, before I wrap up this video, I figured it might be interesting to know the breakdown of my unworn items, like the type of item that there is. So I'm gonna run through that real quick for you. And the numbers are 6 unworn skirts, 4 unworn pairs of trousers, not counting these ones because these are now worn, they're not included in the 37 number, 3 dresses, 8 vests, which I feel like we're coming back to this over and over. I really like vests. I say I like vests. I have a fair few vests, but then I don't wear them a lot throughout the year. Granted, some of them are knit vests. I wore one of those just the other day, or the last couple of days, and I really enjoy it, and it's definitely not a summer appropriate vest. But there was also, like, January through March, at least at the beginning of the year, that was cold enough for a knit vest, and for some reason I just didn't. So that's a thing for down the line. I might have to revisit the whole vest thing, I don't know. And then it's 3 cardigans, 3 sweaters, 2 jackets, which one of them is this very thin denim jacket that I have that I actually keep in my wardrobe as sort of a cardigan layer. It's like an indoor jacket for me. I could definitely wear it as an outdoor jacket, though not now, because now it's too cold for it unless I layer it really well, but it's not really spacious enough for a lot of bulk underneath. But I mostly wear it as like an inner layer, like I said, and I just haven't so far this year. I think it's really pretty, but for some reason I haven't used it. And then I have a coat that I mentioned a couple times before. It's a fur leather coat that I got from my mother-in-law, a hand-me-down that she had many years ago, and I never ever reach for it because it's not very me, though I do want to get wear out of it. For this challenge, at the very least, I do want to wear it at least once. It is also a very warm coat, which is welcome when winter rolls around, but it doesn't feel very me. And then the last item is one t-shirt-ish. It's not a full-on t-shirt, though it is a t-shirt material, and then it has a little frilly-ish, sort of knit collar. I think it's really pretty. I recently got it. I got it very cheap, and I'm very excited to wear it. It is, however, currently waiting to be ironed, so I don't have it here with me right now. But that is the breakdown of the items I have yet to wear, or at least the type of item I have yet to wear. And I do definitely think it's doable for me to do this, but I do also have to put some effort in, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but it is a thing I have to do, you know? And I think a lot of us, myself included, were drawn to a lot of the same outfits over and over. Like, this outfit worked really well last time, I'll just put it on again. And there is a beauty in that, but it will not help me to wear my unworn pieces. But that is all I have for you today. I hope that this was interesting and not just me rambling about how I've acquired so many new clothes and how I'm doing so many challenges to get them all worn before the year is up. I would love to hear in the comments down below if you are doing some sort of style challenge this year, be it the 75 hard, be it wearing everything, be it only wearing jeans and no other bottoms, whatever it may be. I would love to hear that in the comments down below, and I'll be back with another video soon, so I hope to see you then. Bye!